radicals and rational exponents. So you are going to need to be able to go from the exponents, rational exponents, into the radicals. And when you have the root sign, and I'm not saying square root because it's whatever this is. It could be cubed root, fourth root, 10th root, 56th root. The radical sign, so if it's in radical format, you have this symbol here. So you need to be able to go from the fraction as the exponent into the radical form, and radical form back into here, and also to simplify and when they ask, what is this really, when you actually solve this whole thing. Okay, so remember this. You have your base, and then your fraction, the numerator is the exponent that's inside the radical sign with your base, and the denominator of the n is your root. So square root, cubed root, fourth root, whatever number would be here, sixth root, whatever number would be here. So you need to know how to go from here to here and from here to here. So make sure that this is in your notes so that you have that ready to go, because this is going to also have to be memorized. Okay, so we're going to keep this in mind, and I'll keep pulling it back if we need to. All right, so the first thing, let me zoom in here, that we are going to do is go from one to the other. So the first one is going from the fraction with the exponents, right? The fraction exponent, and we need to put it into radical form. So we're writing this in radical form. So it has to be inside your radical sign. And remember, the top is what the exponent is for the base. So the base is a 7. It's to the first power, and we're taking the square root of that. So the 2 goes out here. And this is the one we did in class. So this goes into our radical sign. Our base is 2. Our exponent that is on top of the 2 here is a 5, and we're doing the cubed root of that. So you have to be able to go from the base with the fraction exponent into radical form. You also need to go backwards. So if they give us, let's say number 7 here, inside, so this is that power raised over power. So this is inside, it's cubing it. So you have a square root out here. And the other thing with this, let me bring this back in. Another way that this can be written, let me zoom out. Another way that this can be written is if I have this on the inside, and you have, let's say, the square root out here, and then the m is out here. So this would be the n, and you have an m out here. So this would, if it's written like this with parentheses, your m is right here, not right here. Okay, so how would this go? Zoom back in. So your base on this one is a 10. Your n is the 2 because it's the square root, and when there's nothing there, that's square root. Otherwise, you'll have something like this is the fourth root. And then your m is the 3. So you're cubing that. And so this one would be 10 to the 3 over 2 power. So we can try another one, like this one. Our base is the 2 that's on the inside. Our n is the 4, which is down here. And our m is this guy right here, and he's the 5. Okay, so this is going from radical into the rational exponents with the rational as an exponent, and rationals are decimals and fractions. So this one happens to be the fraction. You also, again, need to be able to go through and go from the fraction exponents into the radical and then back.